Element Vape for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much, Element Vape, and sending this my way for review. It's not going to change my opinion of this RDA. Well, this is a controversial RDA, guys, right off the bat. It's a collet-based post system. It's a very unique style RDA where it uses like the chuck of the drill holding the leads of your coils. Very unique build deck, very unique airflow, very nice looking RDA. But there's a lot of controversy surrounding this RDA, and I can definitely see why. After building this 3 or 4 times just to get a decent build in there, not even a build that I'm really pleased with, okay? So what we're going to do in this review, guys, is we're going to dive down. I'm going to give you the specifications of it. I'm going to throw a build in it. It took me multiple different builds to get it working decently. I wouldn't say awesome. I would say decent. And I'll put some parts in there where I screwed up, and I'll put some parts in there where I did the build the way it should be done. And then we're going to come back up. We're going to talk on it. Pros and cons, final thoughts. If a mugger stole my book bag, would I go out and buy it? Let you know how much it is, where you can find it. And I'm going to let you really honestly know my honest opinion. Is it worth buying this or not? So you're really going to want to watch the pros and cons aspect of this video. See you guys in a minute. DOODE RDA by Squidoode. It's the package that it will come in. It says the DOODE RDA. Okay. Squidoode.com. Stainless steel or black. I have the stainless steel version. And this is how the DOODE RDA will come. Alright. This is a collet based RDA assembly on the post holes. Okay, collets are like in your drills. They use it for machining. They use it for CNC machining. They use it for a lot of different applications in the vape industry and other industries. So it's a pretty unique RDA. It's the first of its kind, and there might be future RDAs that come out like DOODE style deck. You have different collets for different sizes for different coils. You get some O-rings, Squidoode wrench. Okay, unique, and I like the style. Okay, it says DOODE on it. It's 24 millimeters in diameter. It's made out of 304 stainless steel, 22.75 two-post build deck design. It's the collet post assembly system, like I told you. Coil lead secured via collet insert. 4 different collet insert sizes. Small. Alright. 1.3. These are the collet sizes. Medium, 1.9 millimeters. Large is 2.4 millimeters. And extra large is 3 millimeters. Okay? That's really going to depend on your leads and the size of your coils. Gold-plated brass posts, coil inserts and nuts, peak insulator, stacked dual-slotted airflow control system, top air slots horizontal configuration, bottom air slots angled airflow delivery. So we have the air slots 1 and 2. This is the horizontal configuration, and the bottom air slot is the angled airflow delivery. It is most definitely at an angle going in and up. Okay, 11 millimeter Delrin wide bore drip tip, which is here. Okay, very nice. They'll probably come out with aftermarket ones as well. Now, it would be nice if this would fit like the Goon, you know, so people don't have to go out and buy more drip tips. That bothers me. Gold plated 510 connection. See the peak insulator? All right. It says Squidoode. I have number 2422. It's a protruding 510 you can use on a hybrid. Threads are buttery smooth. Then you have this to take out the post. This is adjustable, alright? You can take out the positive and you can take out both posts, basically. Airflow control. It closes that. You can close the complete bottom. It leaves a little slit open. but these aren't independently adjustable. These adjust together. Alright, I wish they were independent. Whatever you do to this side, it will do it to the other side. That is the RDA fully broken down. Okay? The wrench, chuff top, top cap, AFC ring, deck, and then the collets. Chuff top, made out of Delrin. Top cap, 1 O-ring, airflow, not conicaled, but very thick 304 stainless steel. There's an O-ring inside of the top cap, as you can see, and that's how the chuff top goes in. AFC ring, airflow, very unique. See that? See how it's angled? It's cut at an angle. And the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deck. All right, peak insulator, gold plated. Okay. These are the collets. Open those up. You can take this off. Okay. And these are how the collets work. You put the collet inside of here, right? You take the outer piece, you put it on, just like that. You put your leads in, and then you tighten this down, and it will tighten the collets into the lead. You want the leads going into these snug. You don't want them loose and then tighten it down. It won't tighten. You want the leads to fit snug as it is when you pick the right collet. All right, you're going to have to take it out to choose the right collet. See, they spin freely in there. Just like the chuck of the drill. You know, you put your wire in there, and then you tighten this down. We're going to do a build. You're going to need something to build on. Ceramic tweezers. You're going to need a screwdriver to wrap the coil or to put the coil in. Scissors for your cotton. Going to need some e-juice. I got some Granny's Pie, peach cobbler. To need a mod to put it on. You're going to need your collets, nice and handy. So I'm giving it another ganter, guys. Okay, so I got some James Mucklin aliens in there. I got them pretty much kind of straight in there. This is a very difficult RDA to build in. People could say it's easy all they want. It's really not. Easy is putting your leads in, tightening it down, and then vaping it. This is not that type of RDA. Okay? These collets spin, and you have to get them in the middle versus those little slits. You can't have them slide in there or they twist up on you. So I think I have them pretty much where they need to be. The best way I'm going to get them. So now you have to tighten them down. Now tightening them down, I have come to find out that you don't want to over tighten. It's better to under tighten than over tighten. Well, there's just a happy spot. There's no, loose, too tight. You can't have either one. You have to have it like perfect. And so you're gonna have to hold the coils down, okay? And you want to tighten these without spinning them. See, it's already kind of starting to spin. See that? You want to make sure they don't come out. They seem like they're in there pretty good. I think it's about 4 revolutions, and I think you should be good. 2, 3, 4. Now, I try to make sure they're not loose. Because it's mighty easy. See, those don't look really tight. That one looks good, but this one doesn't. You can get hot spots in these collets as well. But that's looking right. So you want to just bend them down a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to put too much tension because it will pop it out. Okay. It's not in. To twist. It shouldn't be this complicated to make a build. It really shouldn't. Well, the ohms are looking good. Just put a little bit of lube, and it does fit. So you want to keep the coils kind of up, bend them a little bit, and you don't have to worry about that inner ring like I did on the first two builds. See that inner ring down there? Let me show it to you. That inner ring there, if you put them too low, you're gonna have to fight with that ring. I don't know how it did it, but now it's 0.24, and it's not a 0.24, it's a 0.171816. So this is why I don't like this RDA. I put the cotton in. Like, I didn't do anything. It's not touching. Let's go back up top. Let's vape on it. Pros and cons. See you guys in a minute. It comes in stainless steel and black. All right. On Element Vape's website, the stainless steel and the black version is the same price. When if you go to Squidoode's website, it's different pricing. It's $54.95 for this RDA. Okay, on Element Vape's website. How do I feel about it? How do I personally, honestly feel about this RDA? Well, I like the airflow on it. I'm going to go over to pros first. I like the airflow on it. I like the looks of it. I like the overall design of it. I mean, it's unique. It's innovative. It's never been done before. So that's nice. I put my normal build that I usually put in all my RDAs to give you an accurate representation of the performance and just building it on in general. Okay, James Muckland, Alien Clapton's, it usually comes out to a 0.16 to a 0.18. It's showing up on this one now as a 0.23. It could be because I put the cotton in. It could have slightly moved a lead. But, you know, you can't really do anything about that. That's one huge con to this RDA is that, you know, getting it tight and getting the leads secure into those collets is very, very, very difficult. This is not an easy RDA to build on. Advanced, it's definitely not a beginner's RDA, number one. I love building. I build on all different RDAs, and this is one of the most difficult RDAs to build on. Getting the hang of it or not getting the hang of it, it really doesn't matter. It's a 0.23. I have it at 110 watts. It's 5 volts when it really should be 4 volts, okay, because the ohms jumped up to 0.23. Let's have vape real quick. I have it wide open, and I like it wide open. I thought it would be too airy, but it's really not. It's like kind of the perfect draw. It does have nice, swooshy, smooth airflow on this RDA, I must say. Really good flavor as well. This RDA does pack some serious flavor. Vapor production's okay. It's not the best I've seen on an RDA. It's not the most conductive RDA that I've come across. This is one of the least conductive RDAs that I've come across. There is a huge, significant voltage drop on this RDA, and it's because of the collet system that he has for the posts. The collets can spin inside of, you know, there's the collet piece, the collet piece, these collets, these are the collets, okay? They go inside of the post, and then you put the outer ring and you screw it down, and it tightens and closes the collet up onto the leads. Those collets can freely spin inside of the post. That is a huge con. That is number one huge con, because it just freely spins. If you have the chuck of the drill, the chucks is the collet, and then you have the out part that screws down and tightens those 3 chucks down to clamp onto the wire or whatever the drill bit, whatever you're putting in there. Those collets don't freely spin. They move by the ball bearing that opens and closes the collets. These collets freely spin. They need to have like a notch in the collet where it goes into the post. So you line up that notch, you put the collet in, and it doesn't move. Okay? And that is a huge con. That's what they should have done with the collet system on this IDA. It just freely spins. So when you tighten it down with the wrench, which I think is really cool, I think it's a great portion of this IDA is having that wrench to tighten it down. I like that design. But the collets spin when you tighten that down to a certain point, and it twists your leads, and it doesn't get a great connection. It doesn't get a full great connection on the leads when you put them in. It has a huge voltage drop. Like usually, if I had this IDA and it was a 0.23, you know, I would have it probably 90 watts, maybe 80 watts. I have to have it at 110 watts to get it, because it has so much voltage drop. So, and it was a 0.17 when I had it, but when I got it all intact, it bumped up to 0.23, and you can't readjust it. You're gonna have to take the cotton out. You're gonna have to, you know, they can easily move inside of the collets. I put them into the only collet that was perfectly made for it. It does have a pretty secure connection, but it doesn't have a great connection. No matter doing it right, doing it, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have a solid connection for the leads. Okay, so you're going to have huge voltage drop. That's a con. The collet system, in my personal opinion, it's not my favorite by any means. Also, I think this is subjective, but I don't think it's a clean looking IDA with the coils in it. I think it looks pretty messy, to be honest with you. You might like it for Instagram. Me personally, I wouldn't like it for Instagram. I just think it looks messy. Like the leads in and then you pull it over. It looks just messy. I like the looks of like Twisted Messes. You got the 4 posts. You got them in like that. Nice and clean. It looks clean. It looks nice on an Instagram photo. I don't think this is nice. People are going to buy this for Instagram. But me personally, this is all subjective. But me personally, I do not like the looks of it. It looks messy. I like it without the build in it. It looks nice. But with the build in it, it doesn't look nice in my opinion. So voltage drop, huge con. The collet system, huge con. It's over that notch so that doesn't spin. That's all they need to do. Just like notches on some of the RTAs, IDAs, they have that little notch where you line it up and it clicks and then you put it in so it doesn't spin. They need that on the collet system on this. That is the only thing they need to do, and this would probably be a great IDA. The collet systems, they come with, what, 5 different sets of collets. Some builds don't fit in those collets. My first build I put in it did not fit. The second build I put in it kind of didn't fit. This build finally fit, but the ohms jumped up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, enough to kind of mess it up and kind of mess up my vaping experience on it. You can't get the leads in the collet slits. There's 4. If you get your lead into that little slit, it's gonna mess up, and it's very hard not to get it into that slit. A lot of cons to this IDA, guys. I was really surprised. I mean, I was surprised when those collets freely spun. That creates a huge issue. It just does. You don't want to pull your leads all the way down low because there's an inner piece on the AFC ring that comes in a little bit. So you could possibly have that touch. So you have to get the leads, the right distance on your leads, just to pull them over a little bit. You want them pulled over just a little bit. Like here are your leads, right? You don't want to pull them down. You don't want your coils to come down to the bottom. You want to just pull them out a little bit so they're up top high. Really good flavor on this IDA. It has tremendous flavor. It does. It's because of that angled slit on the bottom that helps it go in and up. And then you have the direct side airflow that just goes up. So it helps it go up. If you don't build it right, you'll get a metallic-y taste. You'll get hot spots in the collets themselves. You'll see like little red sparks coming from the collet base. That's how you know if you're not building it correctly, if you're getting that. I definitely recommend don't use your best wire or your best coils at first. If you are looking to purchase this IDA, definitely try to get used to it. There is a learning curve to this IDA, most definitely. Even people that are experienced vapors, there is definitely a learning curve. Is it a game changer? My opinion, it's not a game changer. Not at all. I think it's a great idea. I think they could have done it a little better, honestly. If people are not going to agree with me, that's totally fine. You're totally entitled to your opinion. Being a builder, having voltage drop is a huge con. So for mechanical mods, you're not going to like this IDA. Do not put this on a mechanical mod. You will have a tremendous amount of voltage drop. I could bump this up more if I wanted to. The O-rings are really snug on the top and the bottom, so you're definitely going to want to lube up the O-rings on these before you put them together, because you will break the O-rings or rip the O-rings. Very clean, no machine oil, awesome. I wish they made the drip tip to have goon size drip tips, so that people that go buy the goon, that go buy the Apocalypse IDA, okay, those people are gonna be the ones that are gonna want to buy this, and you're gonna have to go buy another drip tip. Who wants to go buy another drip tip? You probably got 5, 10. You probably got a bunch of drip tips laying around that you already have for those 2 IDAs. So now you have to go buy more drip tips. That's a con as well. I would have liked to see him use goon drip tip. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. You know, they're trying to make money, which I understand, but just make it convenient for people. It's really the consumer. That's another con as well. It does get hot. This does get super hot, but the drip tip doesn't get hot. So that's a pro. You know, it should be easy to put a build in an IDA. It should be easy. It shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be time consuming. You know, it really shouldn't. You know, people that build should take all their time to make the coils. It should be easy to slam the coils in and vape away. This one's not. This is a huge learning curve to this one. Is this an Apocalypse IDA killer? No, not at all. Is this a goon killer? No, not at all. You can find this IDA at elementvape.com. Link on screen and description. That's where it's sent from. That's where you can find it. You can also find it at squidoode.com. Link on screen and description if you're interested to get additional information. If a mugger stole my book bag and this was in it and I was on the train, would I go out and buy it? Hell no. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go buy it. Not at all. I think the cons outweigh the pros on this one. I'm an IDA vapor. I love IDAs. If I love this thing, I would tell you guys. People are going to disagree with me up and down. I know. But I don't like it and I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely let me know, guys, in the comments how you feel. Like, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Why do you not agree with me? Do you have the IDA? Have you found ways to build it better so it doesn't do that? Have you found a way to keep the collet from spinning? You know, let's get some conversations in the comments down below, and maybe I can come out with another review on this IDA. And maybe those problems went away and there's no voltage drop, but there's voltage drop. The DOODE RDA. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any additional questions or concerns regarding this IDA or anything else for that matter. Give you content daily, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Don't waste your effing bandwidth not being subscribed to this channel. For all you haters out there, make sure you definitely leave a dislike. I don't feel right without them dislikes. Stay juiced up, squad. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.